You know, the Army sometimes picks up some sketchy-ass people, man. They do. They just legit do. I got 8 thoughts donating $8. Uh-oh. It says, how does that cod taste?
Got him!
Hello, fellow Call of Duty athletes. Welcome to the video. I'm the #1 Call of Duty athlete in this whole entire world.
8 thoughts.
You know, for the longest time, guys, Call of Duty would put their actual player numbers up, player count up of people who are on the multiplayer aspect of the game. They would show like how many people are playing Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Free for All, total amount of players online at a certain moment, and then that just sort of went like goodbye, see you later, as Call of Duty moved into second generation, next generation consoles. I'm trying to think of the last game that it actually stopped showing online players. I mean, I know World at War it did, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I think Ghosts, I think, was the last game to actually show how many people were online. And since then, you know, people have been trying to guess, you know, how many pre-sales they have, how many digital sales do they have, you know, does that account for, you know, how many people actually bought the game digitally, currently running with the actual physical copy of the game? Dude, that was a mouthful of a sentence.
But she said 8 thoughts. I like you right now. You're not a hater yet, but hopefully you don't get hated. Don't be a hater. I like the video so far.
But now we actually seem to have pump the brakes. We kind of can see how many people have been playing the past Call of Duties on the next gen, which would be like Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War 2, and now Black Ops 4. We can see how many people have actually been playing it on PlayStation 4. We don't have Xbox. And this user and the guy, I guess, who's a lot smarter at the maths than yours truly and some of us, figured out through a certain way. Well, let me just take a look at it. I'll read it actually off the Reddit post. I'll probably do a better job and try to explain it to you guys because, you know what, I'm an English major. I'm a cunning linguistic champion. Okay, so here we are on the Reddit, the Call of Duty Reddit, and an estimated total number of players on PlayStation 4 for each Call of Duty since 2013. So as I said, I'm bad at maths. 5 years, I'm a moron, forgive me. So I'll just read this real quickly to you. Last week, Sony launched the PS4 My Life campaign, although not available in the US, it seems, allowing players on PS4 to know some of their stats, such as the overall play time, their 3 most played games, trophies, etc. Their rarest trophy is also shown with the exact number of players who got it. Using those numbers and comparing them with the percentage shown on the PS4 trophies, some people started calculating the total number of players for different games. So did I, but only for Call of Duty titles. See, I wouldn't have figured this stuff out. This dude's good with the maths. I used the thousands of screenshots from this thread on Reddit, PlayStation 4, as well as from several other people. Unfortunately, not many got a COD trophy as the rarest, but I managed to collect around 80 unique trophies for the 7 COD titles released. Also, before I go on, if you're thinking this is like, what, huh? Charlie Intel even used this as a reference to show, because it's pretty credible is what I'm trying to say here. So, let's look at the numbers. First of all, Ghost, 13.2 million. But see, this is PS4. This was the very first game to go next gen, but it still was sold on the previous Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So those numbers are not really accurate because a lot of people didn't upgrade to an Xbox, or rather a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One for that matter, even though these are just PlayStation 4 numbers, but you can extrapolate that relatively, you know, same sort of thing. So these are only PlayStation 4 numbers. So, you know, I don't know, maybe add on 30% of what these numbers are to get a total number. But so we'll get to this as well. Black Ops 3 Pillar Party saw that and said, like, what? Black Ops 3 is the best game ever at Call of Duty? This is crazy. 8 thoughts, this is crazy. So, Ghost, 13.2 million. Now, I guess I keep in mind that is PlayStation 4 only, doesn't keep into consideration of the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, or the Xbox One. Now, so I imagine that's probably double or triple that, to be honest. So I imagine Ghost, even though I didn't like it, is probably one of the highest games. Then Advanced Warfare, 21.3 million, which ranks basically 1, 2, 3rd. Well, yeah, it was the first advanced movement before we got, you know, light. Then Black Ops 3, and this is why it's at 54.7 million. It was free to play if you had a PlayStation Plus account. Now, I would also want to use that as well as a jumping point to Fortnite and how big of a game Fortnite is as far as these numbers are compared, and like how many people play Fortnite, and also, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. 54.7 million because, like I said, it was free for people on the PlayStation Plus network. Infinite Warfare, 18.4 million. Not surprised. Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't know why I said it that way. 10.6 million. World War 2, 25.5, which makes it the second biggest game because it was back to boots on the ground and people were super hyped. And you know what? Had that game launched how it was 6 months in, once they fired Michael Condrey and his boyfriend, whatever, the artist guy, once they fired those 2 guys and got them out of there, it actually became a pretty solid game, to be honest, but by then it was too late. but too late, too little, too late. And then Black Ops 4, of course, down at 9.8. Considering though that it's only been out for 2 months or a month or so since this whole thing has been done, I imagine that'll probably jump up to somewhere in the 20 millions. It's the fastest selling or second fastest selling Call of Duty behind World War II. So, it'll probably be somewhere second on this list. But here's my point I want to get back to, and that is that Black Ops 3, 54.7 because it was free on the PlayStation Plus network if you had PlayStation Plus. So that accounts for why a lot of it got downloaded. Which brings me to the Fortnite numbers. Now, I've already looked into it. I'm not going to bring it up here, and just believe me that Fortnite averages roughly between 50 to 70 million players playing online. This just means they owned it. This doesn't actually even mean they played it online. It just means that they downloaded it. So, they played it, right? They played it, but it doesn't say how many actually concurrently played it. That's just total numbers. 50, 70 million people per month play Fortnite across all consoles. That's not just it has a 400 million person freaking actual download, 400 million in a year. You add all these up, what's that? 13 plus 21 is 32. Or is that right? Yeah, 30, yeah, 34. 34 plus 54. My math is horrible. You know what? This is 100 million. I'm just gonna get 100. This is says 150 million people. Just be nice on PlayStation 4 in the lifetime in 5-6 years of Call of Duty. 150 million on PlayStation 4, maybe another 60 million, so 210 million people, 220 million people, if we're being nice here, have ever in the history of Call of Duty in the last 5-6 years have actually freaking downloaded the game, bought the game, played the game, estimated, give or take, a couple of 20-30 million people. Still, dude, in 1 year, 400 million people. Now, I know, here's the point, I know you already said that, I know you already said this.
It's free, 8 Thoughts. Did you not know that? It's free. That's why the numbers are so high, 8 Thoughts. Okay? I was liking you, but I'm starting to hate you right now. I'm about to type a mean comment. You better pick it up. Better 180 this, bitch.
So yes, I do 110% agree with Timmy the haters out there and Fortnite fanboys and Call of Duty haters, understandably. When it was free on PlayStation Plus only, 54.7, and that was a year after, or so, even 2 years after the game had been launched. So at that point, it's we're already over here playing these games, and this game's free again for people on PlayStation Plus, yet the numbers were big. Could you imagine how big Call of Duty would be if they were smart enough to realize how much money they could make if they spent, made the game free, and then had a team dedicated to making free, amazing content? Could you imagine, instead of charging people for it, or, I know you can unlock, 50 at the 50 tier and 100 tier, you get some free freaking loot and guns and whatnot in Black Ops 4 right now. Great, you got to grind, that's cool, or you can spend $18 million to upgrade the classes, or the tiers to get to that. But anyways, imagine how much you could get for free if you freaking just downloaded, the game for free and sold microtransactions Black Ops or rather Fortnite does. Could you imagine that? I would say it would come close to rivaling what the Fortnite numbers are. Fortnite it's a good game, right? They do a great job. I'm not saying, I don't like playing more. I'm bored of it. I don't find it fun anymore, but it's still a great game as far as actually, subjectively speaking. Objectively? I'm an English major too. I told you at the beginning of this video. Apparently I'm just a complete idiot all around. But if you're subjectively speaking here, it is a great game. Developer does a good job. They make mistakes. Of course, everyone does mistakes, but they rectified, blah, blah, blah. A lot of new cool stuff always added in. Can't deny the fact they do a great job keeping it fresh, trying to make new things, map or iteration changes, all that kind of stuff. Super cool, right? And if Call of Duty would do the same thing and make it free, especially the blackout mode, and spend a lot of time and money on making, the game itself different throughout the year and adding different, themes and times of the year, like Christmas time, making it even more cool. I would, like I said, to repeat myself here, these numbers would be infinitely, no pun intended, infinitely higher. And I think, like I said, it would be our rival for Fortnite because, dude, the Fortnite community has become pretty cringy and it's filled up with a bunch of kids and stuff. And that demographic of 17, 18 and above, they still have a lot of people playing Fortnite, but there's a huge demographic that would want to play Call of Duty, but they're not willing as well to drop 180, 70, 60 bucks, 100 something freaking bucks for the special deluxe edition, or the Black Ops pass. And I'm just, yeah. So anyways, I'm carrying on here, guys. I just wanted to bring this video up here because I've always wanted to know the numbers, the stats, and this kind of gives us a pretty good estimate. And the numbers, they're what I thought they would be. These are not close to what other people had thought before. The 54.7 for Black Ops 3 was a bit high because no one took into consideration Let's Play Activision. I made a pretty positive video about Call of Duty right now. I bet they just gave me a bunch of money in my PayPal. But yeah, the professional YouTuber. The numbers for Black Ops 3 and whatnot are higher than I thought they would be, and anyone thought they would be, but no one took into consideration the free PlayStation Plus, option that people got to play. But hey, there it is. I thought I was interested myself. I thought you guys would probably be interested to see that we have some actual sort of, in a long way around about it, hard evidence of the numbers. Black Ops 4 still sucks kind of right now. They take that specialist to 0. I don't know, man. I'm thinking the numbers aren't going to go up that much. I think it's one of those games that came flying out the gate, and then when it just sort of just dropped off of a massive heart attack. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, I feel like Drifter here bringing you so many numbers and whatnot, except I'm a whole lot more masculine, and I don't self-harm myself because I'm bad at a video game.
You know what? I thought I was liking you, and then you had to go and talk bad about Drifty. Then you had to be a hater, 8 Thoughts. I really was enjoying the video, and then there you go. You had to be toxic, 8 Thoughts. You had to be a hater. I'm sure I hit that like button. Now I'm in the dislike button. That's right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, thank you for watching the video. I'm 8 Thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, hey man, hit that subscribe button. And I mean, I'm sure you'd probably just hit the subscribe button and smash that like button just for my overall, good looks. I mean, you're like, hey, I gotta see more of this guy on a regular basis. I don't even care what he talks about. Just put his beautiful face in front of a camera and I will be there. So with all that, then thank you. And last but not least, and most importantly, I need you all to stay black and don't the huggy cracker reptilian shapeshifter building movies on this brain can build another movie such as white man, bring it down.